What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne. Thank you for joining me in another video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at this 2017 Lexus GSF. Clearly, this isn't just a regular Lexus GSF. This GSF is from Nalley Lexus Roswell, who has absolutely no problem with the full customization of their cars. This GSF is shown in a 3M fluorescent green wrap. It has a full carbon fiber body kit and 21-inch Savini wheels. This customization was done in collaboration with Butler Tires and Wheels here in Atlanta, Georgia. The F in GSF denotes the Lexus High Performance Division. It should be considered analogous to AMG for Mercedes-Benz or M for BMW. So today, let's go through the interior and exterior details of this high-performance midsize sedan and see how this ride has been engineered for excellence. Now, I think it's safe to say we can all agree that the GSF has an extremely aggressive appearance. From its sharp creases, curves, and haunches, and vents, you're not really going to mistake this for anything else on the road. Now, under the bodywork is an extremely rigid body structure. To help provide that rigidity, Lexus has implemented two manufacturing techniques: high-strength adhesive bonding and laser screw welding. Laser screw welding allows you to join multiple pieces of metal together by the use of a laser. It's able to provide you with deep and narrow welds and high welding rates. At the front of the GSF, you have triple beam LED headlamps, your large traditional Lexus spindle grille, which allows for cooling of fluids, and it also features ducts to help cool the brakes. Further down, you have a large carbon fiber front splitter. As I stated before, this car has been customized with a full carbon fiber body kit. Taking a look at the rear of the GSF, it features a carbon fiber spoiler that sits on top of the trunk lid. That's going to help increase downforce and stability at higher speeds. You have LED tail lamps, and LED tail lamps illuminate quicker than the standard incandescent bulb, and that provides the driver behind you more time to react in cases of heavy braking. This GSF also features a carbon fiber diffuser and the Lexus dual exhaust system with quad exhaust tips. Now, I will be the first to admit that the GSF is a fairly large car. However, it is aerodynamic, meaning that it has a respectable value for a drag coefficient. Now, drag coefficient is defined as a dimensionless quantity used to quantify the resistance of an object in a fluid environment. Now, a fluid environment could be air or water. Obviously, this is not a submarine, so our fluid is air. The GSF has a drag coefficient value of 0.33. Now, to put that in perspective for you, the McLaren P1 has a drag coefficient of 0.34 to 0.39, depending on if it's in race mode or not. So a drag coefficient value of 0.33 for a car of this magnitude is pretty respectable. So now that we've covered some of the design aspects and language of the GSF, I want to hop into the suspension and handling characteristics. So up front, you're getting an independent double wishbone suspension with aluminum components, and in the rear, you're getting a multi-link design with forged aluminum components. One important characteristic of the GSF that I want to hit on is the torque vectoring differential system. This allows you to independently control the power going to the rear wheels while the vehicle is in a turn. Now, there are three modes: a standard mode for enhanced agility and stability, a slalom mode for enhanced agility, and then a track mode for enhanced stability. What the GSF features is true torque vectoring. And I'm stressing true torque vectoring because there are a lot of auto manufacturers out there who claim torque vectoring, but what they really mean is that when the car is in a turn, they will apply the brake to the rear inside wheel. That will cause a torque shift on the vehicle, getting the vehicle aligned on a better vector suited for the turn. The GSF is able to independently control the rear left and right wheels, allowing the vehicle to maneuver in a turn. The best way I could describe true torque vectoring would be a wheelchair, for example. If you're in a wheelchair and you're moving the right wheel faster than you're moving the left wheel, the wheelchair is going to want to turn left. Now, if you're moving the left wheel faster than the right wheel, the wheelchair will want to turn right. That is true torque vectoring, being able to independently control the wheels, allowing the car to be able to change directions. We talked about the suspension and handling characteristics. Let's go ahead and hop into the wheel, tire, and brake setup, and I will do so with respect to this particular GSF. So this GSF is equipped with 21-inch Savini wheels with a gloss black finish. They were manufactured from a single piece of cast aluminum. They're wrapped in Michelin Pilot Super Sports that are 255 up front and 285 in the rear. Now your brake rotors are 14.9 inches in diameter up front, and they're slotted and internally ventilated and grasped by Brembo monoblock 6-piston calipers that have been painted green because why not? In the rear, your brake rotors are 13.5 inches in diameter, grasped by Brembo 4-piston calipers that are green as well. The heart of the GSF is a 5-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine, which is capable of producing 467 horsepower at 7,300 RPM. Now it also produces 389 pound-feet of torque at 4,800 RPM. It's connected to an 8-speed direct shift transmission, which is capable of rev-matched downshifts. So your 0 to 60 time is coming in at about 4.5 seconds, and you have a top track speed of 168 miles per hour. Now, one characteristic about this V8 engine I want to mention is that it is Atkinson cycle capable. And Atkinson cycle engines are designed to increase efficiency at the expense of power. They're typically found in hybrids, but they're starting to slowly make their way into more modern engines such as this one. Let me explain to you how an Atkinson cycle engine works. We know there are 4 strokes: intake, compression, combustion, and exhaust. When a piston in an Atkinson cycle capable engine has completed its intake stroke and the air-fuel mixture begins the compression stroke, it leaves the intake valve open for a little bit. This reduces the amount of air-fuel mixture within the cylinder. With that being said, the duration of the power stroke remains the same duration, giving the engine plenty of time to burn that reduced air-fuel mixture, thus allowing the engine to bring the most out of the fuel being used and increasing efficiency. This is referred to as the Atkinson cycle because it was developed by a British engineer named James Atkinson in the 1800s. Now, with all that being said, let's listen to how the exhaust note sounds. So now that we've heard the exhaust note, let's go ahead and hop inside and check out this car's interior. Sitting inside the GSF, I must say I'm impressed with the overall feel of the cabin. There's use of high quality materials everywhere. There's Alcantara and leather everywhere you look. Also love the use of carbon fiber trim, and then the white and blue stitching throughout the cabin. The seats are high back sport seats. They're extremely comfortable, but they also offer aggressive side bolstering. There are 3 levels of heating and cooling to them, and my favorite feature is how the F badge has been embossed on the headrest. Starting at the top of the center console, you have a large 12.3-inch display screen, which gives you plenty of space to be able to see everything you need to. And my favorite part about the center console is how simplistic it is. It's not overbearing. There isn't a ton of buttons. Everything is just a simple layout. Coming further down, you have lots of carbon fiber trim, storage in the center console for 2 cup holders, and then your gear selector, and then a knob to adjust the different modes of the car, such as eco mode, normal, custom, sport, or sport plus settings. Everything is just simply laid out, and I just love the abundant use of Alcantara in the cabin. The steering wheel feels great in my hands. It features perforated leather and has blue and white stitching throughout. It's not overbearing. Again, everything has a simplistic design to it. And then you have 2 shift paddles behind the steering wheel. The left paddle is for downshifting and the right paddle is for upshifting. Now, this is a mid-size sedan, so I do want to briefly touch on the back. Sitting in the back here, I'm quite comfortable. There's plenty of space between my knees and the driver's seat, and there's also a decent amount of headroom as well. I do want to mention that the seats are particularly comfortable. You have the F badge on the headrest like you do in the front, and then the door panels are nice as well. They feature blue stitching and carbon fiber accents. Focusing briefly on the driver's side door panel, again, leather on the top, your carbon fiber accents which look awesome, leather with blue stitching, a large Alcantara insert, and then you have controls for your windows and side view mirrors. And I want to point out that the seats do have 3-position memory, and you also have storage on the bottom here. That was a brief overview of this 2017 Lexus GSF. Again, it's been fully customized in this 3M fluorescent green wrap. Now, for those of you who are curious, this car is black underneath. The color is called Caviar. So, what do you guys think about this car? Let me know in the comments section. I would like to give a special thanks to Nalley Lexus for allowing me to come over and review this vehicle. If you're interested in this model or any other Lexus, be sure to check out Nalley Lexus Roswell here in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.